Most players who are great in doubles get crushed in singles, not because they aren't skilled, but because they don't know how to think like a singles player. In this video, I'll walk you through my tournament match and explain my real-time strategy, decision making, and how you can play smarter singles even if you're new to it. We're first going to start off talking about the split step, something simple but absolutely critical. A good split step doesn't just help you react faster, it keeps your legs loaded, your body balanced, and prevents you from getting stuck flat-footed between shots. That's where most beginners fall apart. They hit a shot, admire it, and then freeze. You want to time your split step right as your opponent makes contact with the ball. It doesn't need to be exaggerated. You're not trying to jump in the air like you're blocking a volleyball, but it should be low, wide, and active. This keeps you balanced and ready to explode in any direction, which is crucial in singles because you have way more court to cover. And don't forget, you still need to split step at the net. In fact, it might be even more critical there since you're closer to your opponent and you have less time to react, so you must be ready. A low, wide stance also makes you look bigger, cuts off angles, and often forces your opponent to go for a tighter pass, usually a low percentage shot. Next up, we're going to talk about recovery position. This is one of the biggest shifts from doubles to singles. In doubles, players tend to float near midcourt or stay glued to the kitchen line. But in singles, your recovery needs to be precise and intentional. Let's break it down. From the baseline, your default recovery position is almost always the middle. Since the court is smaller than tennis, standing near the center gives you equal access to both sides, so you're never too far from either sideline. This keeps you balanced and ready to defend anything. But this changes once you come forward, and by the way, you should be looking to approach to the net as often as possible. At the net, you want to recover down the line from where you hit. Why? Because you're trying to take away your opponent's high percentage shot. If they hit down the line, you're already there to cover. If they hit cross court, you can cut the angle off and are still controlling the point. Now, if they somehow hit a miraculous cross court winner, then that's just too good. You just got to let it go. But if they easily pass you down the line, that's most likely on you. It probably means you recovered to the wrong spot or just lazy getting to the ball. The goal with recovery is putting you in an aggressive position while taking away your opponent's high percentage shots, forcing them to go for a tougher shot to hit. This is how you can be aggressive and apply pressure with court position. Alright, going into this match, I really had no expectation, no pressure. This is my first singles tournament and my first match. So I really just tried to go in, play some good energy, stay loose. Just trust my ability and play the game I know I can play. Yeah, first point here. Good use of the split step, trying to make the court look smaller. Recovering well. Just too good. I mean, a little lucky there with the net court, but you just gotta let those balls go. Good ball by him. Good use of the split step here. Honestly, if I had guessed one way or another instead of reacting with my split step, I would have lost a point. That just goes to show the importance of having a good split step. Good ball there, a little slower, higher, able to reach in and use a good angle. Yeah, just pulling that one a little wide. Bad margin for error on my part. Yeah, I was really feeling my backhand in this tournament. Able to defend well, but more importantly, especially at the net, I was able to attack well, stay on the offensive position. Really trying to use the angles when I could, reach in. That was huge. Good hands battle here. Yeah, another good reaction play with a good amount of help from the split step there. Yeah, this would be a good example of making the court look a little smaller and him trying to do a little too much, so I ended up forcing the error. Yeah, so in this video, I was using the Vatic Pro Prism, and I just felt like it wasn't giving me enough power. This being my first singles tournament, I was exposed to a much wider variety of different play styles and players than I'm used to. Usually I just practice with my younger brother, who, if I had to estimate, since he hasn't played a singles tournament, I'd put him around 4-5 to 5-0 singles. So it's always good competition, but definitely different play styles than I'm used to seeing. And, tournament mentality is also a little different. You always take it a little more seriously, get competitive out there, which is all part of the fun, which is why I love competing and why I wanted to start playing some pickleball tournaments to begin with. So in coming videos, stay tuned for me picking a new paddle, one preferably with a little more power. And yeah, just wrapping up this video, I ended up winning this match 11-3, 11-4. A solid performance from my first match. In my opinion, I think that my level got higher later on in the other matches that I played, but unfortunately couldn't get footage of me playing those matches. But yeah, this is the first tournament I've played. There's going to be a few more videos in the future with updates on how I did and lots more tournament matches to be posted on this channel. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.